It's 8 o'clock. Good morning.
Nathaniel Parker, Inspector Lindley, now starring in Merlin, has joined us in the studio.
I'm a little bit in love with him already. He's incredibly charming.
Already.
And he even danced to our theme tune just then, which means he's literally the perfect guest. So we'll be chatting to you in just a moment. I want to take a...
Thank you,
Thank
Tasman.
you very much. Now, for years we've seen Nathaniel Parker as Inspector Lindley. Lovely, lovely Inspector Lindley. But now he's swapped world of crime for a world of fantasy, and he's being all nasty. He's playing Arthur's uncle in the series Merlin.
What news of the mighty Camelot?
As we planned. The city's falling into rack and ruin.
And Arthur?
Last we heard, he'd made it past Daybreak.
Will we never be rid of him?
Patience, my lady. Even if he makes it to the Isle, the outcome will still be the same.
What brings you here so early? Something's wrong.
A minor irritant.
Brilliant. Oh. It's award-winning.
So something was wrong, and it was too many chins, I think. It was...
Now, you're not very nice in this, are you?
Sorry? Misunderstood. I think misunderstood is the character. No, he's not necessarily a goodie. I'm not allowed to say evil, so I didn't. But he's not necessarily a goodie. No.
Why are you allowed to say evil?
Well, I think it transpires the human side.
Oh. God,
No, I just got a deep
quite
voice. I wear a
exciting.
black costume. I have a deep voice, and I ride a black horse. So if you don't suss that I'm evil within about 5 seconds, you're probably watching the wrong show. Right.
Yeah. No, we were having a look, and you look a little. There's a little bit of a hint of Snape from Harry Potter, and that's no accent. That's no accident, is it?
Well,
there you go. Look.
Oh,
my
yes.
goodness.
If only. I mean, I am such a fan of his. I think he's brilliant. And I did start off thinking, right, I'm not going to be Alan Rickman in this. I mean, if I could possibly be, but I'm not going to try and do that. And by the end of it, everyone's going, it's like, Snape, aren't you, really? You're just like Snape. I mean, I wish. I think he's brilliant, and he is the evil of all evils to look up to.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a fourth series. I mean, it's been a massive success.
Yes,
this is your first
This is my first
series.
series.
Yeah, I mean, were you a big fan of the show before?
Yes, well, I'm not sure how many of the very first ones I watched, but I know my daughters did, and I have since watched, well, at least series 2 and 3. And so, yeah, as soon as they phoned completely out of the blue, do I want to do this? Well, yes. I mean, I didn't even bother to read the script, which was stupid of me, I know, but no, it was immediate. Yeah.
Are you still doing Inspector Lindley as well, or is...
Gosh, no, we finished that 4 years ago.
Right, see, the problem is, I know why your kid says that, is because it's constantly repeated
not on
channels.
digital. Yes, sometimes on digital, but not unfortunately enough on terrestrial.
Oh, is it different?
But after the
royalties?
latest cuts for the Beeb, you never know.
What do you make of that?
What, the cuts for the Beeb?
Does it worry you?
Am I allowed to get political? No, I won't get political, but I think yes, it does worry me. It does worry me. I know that the stance often for ITV stations has been, well, they get the licence fee, but actually ITV has also been a nationalised industry. They both were, and so they've just had different divisions of way of looking at it.
Do you worry about that it might affect drama, the kind of things that you appear in?
Yes, I think it will. I think there's already too much of a bent on reality TV and game shows, but that's my personal thing. I understand they have a remit that must go and spread all across, and so that's fine. But I think that often they cut things, it's a bit of cutting off the nose to spite the face. Look, we're doing this, well, actually, what you're really doing is not this, you're doing that. And it affects, I think it'll affect a lot of people. One of our great things internationally is drama. We've always been brilliant at it. I try to cling on the coattails of things like Bleak House and Vanity Fair, and it sells around, or Merlin now. I mean, we sell all over the world for Merlin, as did Inspector Lindley. And so you know that it's a great export for this country, is drama. And so to cut it, I think, is a bit of a dodgy thing. I think maybe a few years ago we had a very good tax break for the movies, and that was fantastic. But now that seems to have disappeared as well. So there's fewer English movies getting made.
And Merlin is on this weekend. There's a lot of TV on this weekend. Will there be a fight in your family over what?
No, well, X Factor, aren't you?
You were up against X Factor. I think we always have been. Apparently, I didn't know that, but I think it's all to do with digital recording things. We call them boppers in our household, and they're usually somewhere behind the sofa or under. Yeah, I think everyone records nowadays, and they talk about consolidated figures, which isn't quite the same.
Do you like X Factor? Are you already into it?
Yeah. What's not to like? And I love these panel of judges. I think they're fantastic.
Do you?
Yes, I actually have one very funny, well, it's not that funny, it's a rather shameful story.
About
Gary.
Don't raise expectations.
No, but obviously not. About Gary, when I met him in LA when I did Stardust for the film. Stardust, and there was a party afterwards, and it was rather a muted party. And anyway, I was chatting on the lawn of this hotel, and there was these 3-4 guys there. I said, "So what do you guys do?" "Well, we do the music." "Oh, do you? What? Are you like a band?" So, "Yeah, we're called Take That." Oh, God! Inside, I crumbled.
Fine moment, Cesar.
That makes me feel so much better about all my gaps. What a lovely man! What a lovely man. Give him a round of applause. We've been talking about things to make you smile this morning. It's National Smile Day, and you've done that for all of us this morning, so
sorry, I
thanks
didn't
very
know
much
about that.
indeed.
Bloody
Get grumpy right now.